Welcome in to Daily Creative Practice. Today we are going to be making this adorable little heart for Valentine's Day. I found one like this several years ago in an antique store, and I just love it. And I want to replicate it today with you, and because I think it'll be great in our book to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's great on a card, it's great framed, it's just beautiful. So let's just have some fun today with our hearts. The first thing you need to do is pick out the background that you want. This is just a download from the Graphics Fairy. So you can hop on over there and find she has lots of text backgrounds, and I printed it out and I just aged it with a little bit of tan watercolor is all I did to it. So the first thing we're going to do is just come in here and sketch a little heart. And take your time. If you've got a heart shape around, you can certainly copy that. If you need to touch it up, that's good too. And then I like to use these pinking shears, these little pinking scissors, and cut as close to that little line as I can. Turning the paper, remember, we turn the paper, not the scissors. Okay, that's really cool. Let's set that aside. This one's much smaller than this one, but that's okay. You can make it any size you wish. And the next thing is that we are going to come in and make these little cuts in here. And you can, if you want and have the time, you could actually draw where you want your little diamond shapes to be. That might be an awesome thing to do to get them a little bit lined up. And I'm just doing this, boom, boom, rather quickly. Okay, I think that works. So I'm going to come in here and fussy cut a little bit of these. Just get the tip in there and the tip in there. Over here on camera, but I hope I got close. So let's open it and see. We're pretty good. Not quite as refined as this one over here, and I might come in and do that little hole just a little more. In all these years I've had that framed one, I've never made my own. So this is kind of something I just thunk up this morning while I was looking at my little Valentine. So I like that. I think that is doing pretty well for the shape we're in. I hope you can see that. And that was pretty easy to do, wasn't it? And all we need to do now is just affix it to our book and decorate it if we want. What I thought might be neat was for me to put this one over here and this one over here, or even like this. I could put the big one around. So there's lots of options for that. And I probably need to actually tear this instead of cutting. So to do my tearing, I fold one direction and I fold the other direction. And then I just wet my fingers and rub it right along the edge there, just to get it a little bit damp. And then pull it down and pull it off of there. And that is pretty good, isn't it? So let's repeat it with this one. Fold it one way, fold it the other way, and make sure I'm halfway straight. Wet it right along the edge just a little bit. And then tear. Be careful here if you're tearing these two apart, because that's a little tricky. But there we go. So that, again, that might be fun to put that one inside. I'm loving it. But you can see how this would make a really cute card, wouldn't it? But I am loving the way that looks. So I think I'm going to put that down. I hope you're having a really good Valentine's Day. I hope you get some nice treats at your family or your spouse. Get you some nice treats if that's what you want. Or maybe some beautiful jewelry. I'm not much of a jewelry person. So I'm going to kind of put mine like that. And I'm going to wait on that part. I'm just not totally sure about that. And then I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller to fit over here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that, maybe with these scissors, just to make it fit my page. And you know I'm the world's worst straight cutter or fussy cutter. But I find most times it really doesn't make much difference. It always turns out beautiful when it's homemade, I think. Let me trim along here. And I think that's cute, so I leave room to do my little journaling around there. That's going to be pretty awesome. Be careful on these little spots that are a little fragile because they're so small. Burnish those down with our bone folder. And that's it. That is our project for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you spend some time today making some of these wonderful little hearts and practicing your cuts and making them even better than mine. But I think that's fun. And I wanted to show you some of these around here. These are old hearts that I have made out of a quilt and just put some vintage buttons on. These were so much fun to make. I've been doing crafty stuff for years. Anyway, I want you to get into your contagious creativity. This is day 45 already. Can't hardly believe it. Happy Valentine's Day. And may joy be with you all.